Did Jeff Dye save the board game Guess Who? I've been getting this message from people over the years. For the true diehards, which is why I'm doing on this diehard, occasionally people say, I've been watching you since Last Comic Standing. And if you don't remember me, that was my first TV thing in 2008. I finished third place on Last Comic Standing behind Eliza Schlesinger and Marcus Hardy. I got third place. I was on network television every week for the summer. It was really exciting opportunity. It was the last time I worried about money. It was the last time I worried about like paying my rent or whatever is what I mean by that. It didn't make me a millionaire or anything, but like, you know, that show started it all for me and to have a career and be able to headline all over America. I used to have long hair and I would joke about cats and things, and they dressed me up like a Wiggle. I wore like a neon shirt like every episode. So anyways, one of the jokes that I did on television, which I'm about to play for you, and I'm going to play it for you with like this kind of like cartoon thing that Steve Kramer made for me, a comic out of Kansas City. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want NBC to give us some sort of weird copyright thing. So I'm showing you a video that we can license and use here. But I get messages that like, you know, it's funny, since you've done that bit, I think you saved Guess Who. So here's the bit I did on TV in 2008 on Last Comic Standing.
She'd let me play a board game, right? No violent video games, but yet she let me play a board game that taught racism, right? On accident, she didn't even know, right? The board game's called Guess Who. Anybody ever play this? It's a horrible game. You shouldn't let little kids play. This is how the game works. It's 50 faces on a board, right? And each face is on a little window that you can shut, right? And you and your dozy buddy at age 8, you draw a face that matches one of those faces, and you try to figure out what he has by using describing terms, right? So you're like, does your guy have a mustache? No. So you put down all the mustache guys, right? Right, but here's the problem with the game and why kids shouldn't be allowed to play it. It was made in the 70s, right? So there's 48 white guys, only 2 black guys, right? And it's a describing game. You see where I'm going with this, Vegas? So you put it together even as a dumb, dopey 8-year-old that if you draw the black guy, you lose. Right? That's a horrible thing to teach a little kid. Life is great. You're like, gumdrop, bubble gum. Oh, no. Right? And you're like, well, maybe he won't ask, right? You're just hoping, like, don't ask, don't ask, don't ask. He's like, does your guy have a hat? You're like, oh, thank God. No? Next question, right? But after 4 or 5 questions, he'll take a stab at it, right? He's like, is your guy white? And you're like, dang it. No, right? And then he's like, is it Clarence? Dang it. That's a horrible thing. It's messed up, right? You can't have a game that is only one race in 2008. That's not fair. You should have to call it what it is, right? Like white guy, guess who? Or Caucasian, guess who? Or, you know, they can make it black version, who dat, right? They can make an all Asian version, who's who, right? You'd be like, is your guy good at math? Yes. Next question. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
All right. So let me just start by saying, God, my voice is terrible. And the jokes are rough to hear. And then also, I say right after everything. I'm like, played a board game called Guess Who, right? It was racist, right? You remember this game, right? I'm saying right so much. And once you become, well, now that I've made you aware of it, if you go rewatch that again, or any of my comedy that I used to do, it will bother you so much. Like when someone points out that a teenager says like too much, or says, you know, or he was all, like, you know, those kind of like, and like, I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, it'll catch your ears and it's super annoying. Now, all of that is brought up and made you watch just so you could know that now Guess Who does not have Guess who's very diverse now? Like it's very, very diverse. Also, that bit could have also not been racial. I could have made it about a woman, because whenever you got a woman, there was only one woman, you would lose immediately if you had one woman. But anyways, people keep sending me these pictures of like Guess Who, and they're like, dude, your bit doesn't make sense anymore. Like if someone was to play this bit for like a modern person, they'd be like, what are you talking about? That's not true. So maybe this was on network television. Like maybe somebody saw this and was like, hey, we got to fix this stuff. Which I wonder if it happens. Do you think that happens? Like the companies will like listen to podcasts or their fans and make adjustments on things? Because I have a podcast twice a week with Freddie Prinze Jr. on the My Couture network. And we're often saying things about wrestling. And then like a week later it happens. And it's not like we're predicting it. We're just saying, you know what I wish they would do? And then it will like happen. Now, I'm not going to say we claim all that kind of crap, but there you go. Look at this. Someone has compared, is this on Reddit or something?
Yeah.
On Reddit, someone has taken the modern Guess Who and put it next to the old Guess Who, and there is it is quite different. Although the old one, now that we're looking at it, it looks like Anne up there could be a black person, but like she has like very light skin.
It's Wanda Sykes.
It is, but Wanda's black. So if I would have said, if I was playing a 5-year-old and I said, are there any black people? They'd say no to all of those. They wouldn't look at her curly hair and like look at that and be like, well, maybe she's not presenting white, but she's, or she's, what is it called? She's not, when you can't tell if someone is whatever.
Ambiguous.
What is that called? Yeah. I know when it's a sexuality, it's called presenting, or your gender is presenting, but what is it for race? When you can pass as like or not pass, but like your skin color is whatever, but all your other, God, we should just delete this whole shit. Yeah, whatever it's called. Yeah. Well, all of that just made me so nervous that I didn't know what I was talking about. Because people can be black but have like lighter skin than me, if that's what I was trying to say. Although if you want something diverse, you want your Guess Who game to be diverse so you don't lose. Anyways. Just wondering if I saved Guess Who. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to take some credit. Daniel has a man bun. I love that.
Hey everyone, if you liked that clip, you can see the entire podcast on my Patreon.